Live. Okay, good.
And we are live. Welcome, YouTubers. Thai Seeker here, and today we have a lot of news for you guys. Asni, why don't you start off first with our few E3 announcements?
Okay, so technically last night was the Nintendo's stream last night.
Uh,
So I wasn't able to catch it though, but they've announced a couple of games, but they're gonna go on with the bigger news, because like
what? Yeah,
like Microsoft, they announced the Halo Master Chief Edition.
Master Chief Edition for Xbox 360, or is it for the
I believe it's for both One and 360, which includes all of the Halos.
all the Halos? Huh? Did that talk about porting any of the Halo series to the PC?
I don't think so. I think it's only for the Xbox.
Only for the Xbox. Okay,
I
that's
think they
upset.
do it. Yeah, I think they do it. They're gonna lose money because like Dead Rising 3 is already on PC. That's really one less reason to get an Xbox.
Yeah, true. What else?
If you get the Master Chief Edition, you get access to the Halo 5
The beta.
beta for, beta for Halo 5.
Oh wow, that's there will be some incentive for some people who would like to try out the game early, right?
Yeah, definitely. Try the beta first.
Um.
What else? Let's see. Mortal Kombat X. Yeah,
Oh.
Mortal Kombat coming up.
Oh wow. For all the gens, or is it just for the next gen?
It's for all the gens, but I'll check again because I just saw the trailer. I didn't see the what's coming up for.
Ah, interesting.
The if you saw the trailer, you know about the finish him moves. Those are some really gruesome shit.
Okay. I will take a look at it later. What about were there any mentions of Telltale Games talking about the new
Telltale, I haven't seen anything on Telltale though. So I think they're quite quiet right now. I think they might people return. You never know. I think it's still a couple of days left for E3.
So there's no news on Games of Thrones. The rumor. I think it was a rumor, right?
Yeah, it was. No, I think it was confirmed. They both released the trailer for both Borderlands and Game of Thrones.
Nice. Yeah, I heard about that. Borderlines. Anything else? What about Dice? Did Dice release anything?
The Dice, I believe, was a Battlefield Hardline.
Hardline, yes.
It was pretty much cops and robbers.
Oh,
Yeah, cops and robbers.
did they release any trailer?
Battlefield Hardline, yes, he did.
Okay.
Also, rest it was what's the game? Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh yes. So they finally announced it on E3.
Yeah, and they showed the demo. 4-player co-op campaign, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Wow.
4-player.
Is it for all generations or what?
Knowing them, I think so, because like AC4 was also like that.
But we expect to see more graphics on the next gen. What about the? Huh?
Probably. Yeah, we'll see. It was better, in my opinion.
What about? Were there any new games? Like for example, other than COD and Hardline, were there any like newcomers?
Um, Maybe I'm not sure. I think Uncharted 4. Yeah, that's a new game. For the most part, it seems like a couple of new games. Maybe like The Division from Unity, from Ubisoft. Sorry,
Okay. Anything else?
Division. Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, they are continuing that franchise.
Yeah, they continue that franchise. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Oh.
The next Batman, Arkham Knight.
Yes, I've seen quite a lot of stuff on it.
And of course, Destiny.
Destiny. Oh yeah, when I bought the Call of Duty Ghost for Xbox 360, I had the pamphlet for Destiny.
Yeah, I think Destiny might be a big game, so we'll see.
Yeah, knowing Activision, they are
Yeah,
going to probably
keep it. Now, what's it? I believe. Now, I'm just remembering this. I believe Halo 5 will have 60 FPS servers.
60 FPS.
Servers, yeah.
Wow. What about for multiplayer? Did they indicate the amount of the maximum amount of players? Are they going to make it like 64 or something like that?
I haven't checked it yet, but we'll see what. I'll probably search on it later on. But I think it'll probably be big, knowing them.
Yeah lah. Um, I've heard that the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Were there any new games for PS Vita? There was some talks on the Bioshock Infinite.
I
It's
didn't
going to
hear.
be coming up.
I was watching. I didn't hear anything about Bioshock Infinite being ported to Vita though. Then it seemed very quiet, in my opinion.
Uh,
Uh,
any games released for the Vita?
not that I know of currently, but I'll probably see because the E3 is still going on right now.
Yeah lah.
So we might see later on. Or I might have missed it because I didn't watch Nintendo's one last night. So I didn't see.
Oh yeah. Probably Nintendo is probably talking about the new Mario Kart 8, right?
Uh, yeah, Mario Kart 8.
I've seen the trailer. Man, those graphics are good, really
Yeah.
good.
No, you know what was I watching? I was watching Drunk Mario Kart. Best idea ever.
Drunk Mario Kart, yeah. I imagine them playing on the Rainbow Road. Probably
Oh,
they will break the console.
they were great because I'm pretty sure they were so
Uh,
drunk at the end.
okay.
Let's see what else we got. Dead Island 2. I'm quite surprised to hear that.
Oh, Dead Island 2. I've seen the gameplays for Dead Island 1. It was pretty interesting I mean, I saw half of it. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But they are actually making a sequel on it. Is it a continuation of the storyline, or is it like a whole new thing like Dead Rising 3?
Probably new game, probably continue storyline, but they only released the trailer, so I mean we're not getting that much info.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, one of my anticipated games, but only for PS4, the Order 1886.
1886. Why does that sound so familiar?
The, Or-
Is it? Hmm?
the Order 1886.
Yeah. Mm, is it one of those old games which was just became new, or is it a totally new game?
It was announced last year with only a trailer. This is this week we just got the gameplay.
Oh, okay.
The person shooter set in 1886, I guess, with but they set in alternate timeline where they have like modern weapons.
So basically, history rewritten lah.
Yeah. So like they
Like,
have
hmm?
like the shirt comms and all that.
Oh wow.
For
Okay.
some reason they still use lanterns. And something that Timothy would like, Tim?
Yeah, definitely.
The Witcher
Timothy
3.
will love it. Hmm?
Witcher 3. The Witcher
Could you
3.
repeat that? Could you repeat that?
The Witcher 3.
Okay.
Timothy's like fanboy over that game.
Yeah.
That and what? Dark Souls 2. Yeah, Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2.
One time he told me, I'm gonna achieve 100 deaths. And
Yeah.
he can
I
achieve that.
I believe he was also mentioning that to me too. There are some comments on yes, really commented that face. Yeah, my the connection on my webcam suddenly went
And
went
you know
crazy.
Infamous?
Infamous?
Remember Infamous? Yeah. He's getting a
Uh, oh really? A DLC?
standalone DLC.
Standalone DLC. Is it an alternative? Is it an alternate storyline, or is it a continuation?
It's a different character. It's a girl this time.
Ah,
Quite surprised.
interesting.
So it's like
Interesting.
probably like Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon.
Oh, something like that.
Probably it's standalone.
Okay. So is that all us?
For now, it seems like it.
For now, seems like it. So with that, we start our mobile news, which we have a lot.
Oh, yeah.
With this with E3 going on. Do not expect the mobile industry to stop and watch. No, they are full steam ahead with all kinds of announcements and leaks. One of the main leaks was actually the LG G Watch. With the G Watch, it seems that it's going to come out on when Google I/O comes out, which is June 25th, and it's going to come out with the latest the latest Moto G Watch.
Moto 360 was it?
But yeah, Moto 360, man. With the Moto 360, and there's actually leaks on the specs for the G Watch. If I could find it, the leaks is gonna be a 1.6 inch display with a 400 megahertz processor, backed with, according to them, a battery which can survive the whole day, which is 400 mAh battery.
Or that's a 500? That's a 500.
Close to 500.
500. Okay. Oh, it seems I'm on Android Authority right now. It seems that SwiftKey has gone free.
SwiftKey gone free?
Yeah, it says here. SwiftKey goes free.
Okay, guys. So as you heard what Asne said, if you guys want to catch the latest, if you guys want to catch the SwiftKey, which is actually pretty expensive, usually be about in my country it's about 16 something. But now it's free, so don't forget to catch it out. And continuing to our talk on the G Watch, as you can see there, Asne.
It's free. You can buy it now.
Yeah. With the G Watch, yeah, you saying?
Because being free, it will offer IAPs, obviously.
Yes, of course. So with continuing what we were saying just now, it boasts a 280 by 280 resolution, 4 GB of storage, and a 400 milliamps battery with a standby time of 36 hours. 36 hours, and it takes 2 hours to charge, which is pretty interesting because I have a Moto G, and it takes about 3 hours to charge. It takes about 3 hours to charge. So I'm not really sure why this G Watch will take 2 hours to charge such a small battery. 1/5 of the battery of the Moto G, and the watch will have a dimension of 337.9 times 46.5 times 9.95 millimeters, and will weigh 61 grams, which means it will be not that heavy, probably slightly heavier than a normal watch. Probably it will have the same weight as the Galaxy Gear, the latest one. And it seems they will also have RAM somewhere around 5112 or 1 GB of RAM. But
that was the time for the chart, right?
Yeah.
It says 4 GB.
Yeah, 4 GB of storage. According to, these are just rumors. Actually, pretty solid coming from Android Authority, and also Pocket Now. They also have a full coverage on it. It's even though it's still a rumor, but this is really solid rumor. So expect real solid information coming up as we go close to Google's I/O. There's also price range and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want to mention it until the real price comes out, because I wouldn't want to make people's hopes high with false prices. When it comes out, it's probably going to cost not that low lah. What are your opinions on this latest rumor, as
For the Moto 360, is it?
No, the LG G Watch.
To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of the watches though, but if it's solid enough, I think might do well.
Might do well, huh? You think the square design that the the square design that the G Watch took, you think, does it look better than the Moto 360?
the G Watch square design. I do kind of like that square design though. It makes it feels more like a watch, in my opinion.
Really, a square looks more like a watch.
In my opinion, because I'm looking at the photos right now, and in my opinion, it looks really nice and correct.
Ah, okay. But well, in my opinion, the 360 looks amazing with its round design, but it'd be kind of hard to pull out. I mean, with the Motorola's poor advertisements in Asia.
Yeah,
But I think once Motorola finally, I mean, sorry, when finally Lenovo finally acquires Motorola, finally the deal is set, I really
said
hope Motorola will be able to penetrate the Asia market much more better as it's doing now.
our country it took a while because it wasn't until Lenovo bought Motorola that we got the Moto X.
Yes, we got the Moto X after like 6-7 months, right? Us?
I'm pretty sure it was like that 6-7 months or so.
Yeah, 6-7 months, and it's priced really well. It has flagship quality with its with its active display and its touchless control. I think people in my country will use it a lot since they drive a lot. I think they will find it really helpful. But the problem is there's no advertisements here. We have Samsung advertisements. We have Xperia, the Z2 advertisements. Nothing
True.
nothing
I
from
mean, from my house, if you drive from my house, from where I live, if you drive 2 minutes away, there's already a big banner showing the Galaxy S5.
Yes. That's right, Oz. And there's nothing on the M8.
Nothing on the M8.
Yeah, there's nothing.
M8, all that you probably have to read the newspapers. Even though
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah, there's no like television kind of
ads.
ads. There's like nothing from Moto X. Actually, I stumbled upon the Moto X in releasing in my country just by accident by visiting one of the sites. And imagine people like us who find the information. We will of course know about it. But what about people who buy the S5, the Note 3? Not saying that you guys are not good. Just saying that the normal consumers, and
Yeah.
it's priced really well. It's priced in my country is priced really well for unlocked version, the GSM one, the LTE, and it's priced really well, but sadly it's not doing so well. On to more news. It seems that LG and Samsung, man, bless me my tongue. Samsung is developing on a new type of display.
Yeah.
Az, have you heard about that, Az?
The quantum dot, right?
The quantum dot. According to Android Authority, it's coming out this year. Like the next generation one is coming out this year, and it's going to be 20%. The clarity is going to be 20% more than the LCD displays that are currently in flagships and mid-tier phones like the Moto G. It's going to provide much more radiant colors, like how the AMOLED display does. And we are really looking forward to it, especially after what LG G3 did with its with its 2K display, which is beautiful, I might add. Saw Pocket Now's a
And
bit of review on it, and it's really good.
and I'm reading up about the Note 4. It seems that the Note 4 Snapdragon 805 model will only be pushed in North America, Korea, China, and Japan.
Yeah, there were talks about actually Samsung releasing the Exynos to Europa, to Europe.
The remaining markets such as Europe will instead offer a next-gen Exynos 5433 CPU.
Yes. Hopefully that Exynos will be a true 8-core, able to run all 8 cores, like how the Exynos processor in the Galaxy Note 3 Neo, which is able to run all 6 cores, the A15s and the A7s. So we'll just have to look out for that. There are also more news on the OnePlus One. OnePlus.
Yeah, about the invite emails, right?
Yeah, the invite emails indicates that the handset arrival will be delayed. Sadly, it's kind of sad to hear this rumor or news, because if it's delayed, that means it will draw away people from buying the OnePlus One, which is a really good phone for price. It's like the Moto G. Uh, it's really cheap in my country. You have like
Free the G is about 700 ringgit, which equates to about probably around $250.
yes, it's yeah, it's
Around the 200 mark.
yeah. Actually, the Galaxy Grand here is 1.19K. Sorry, 1.9. Yeah, 1.19K, and
$400.
it's about $400 as compared to the Moto G in my country, which is about 650, the 8 gigabyte model, and that comes in with the full set, the charger, the microphone, the headset, and with a free
The Moto G, the Moto G in our country offers everything.
yeah
All the head,
yeah
everything.
yeah with everything. Even they even give a free back shell, which I got, which is actually if you can see here, which is actually yellow. You can see.
Quite surprised because to buy that the Moto G in America, you only get the
Headphone, as
cable.
you only get the phone, right?
You only get the phone, the cable.
Yeah, this it's interesting. It's really interesting.
Microphone, that's the headset. Sorry, I'm watching the podcast right now.
Oh, yeah. How many views do we have now, Az?
Says no views.
Oh, that's sad. Anyway, anyhow, on to more news. Today we have really quite a lot.
Miriam? Did you say Miriam? Miriam, because Murari just commented say Miriam, say it properly as.
Yeah. I read that. I was like, whatever, bloody, whatever.
Okay, let's see what else he posted. Luigi Death Stare.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. If
That island is shit, trust me.
yeah,
That island is shit, trust me.
it's not that bad. I mean, for a zombie survival game, it's okay, lah. It's okay. At least the controls are not like crazy to handle, right?
Witcher 3 is GZ.
I wonder how would he know?
FIFA 15. Yeah, that's it. So far.
Rolly said, "I'm here, fag." Indeed, you are. That's why you're commenting, right?
I thought you're commenting, right?
Okay. Anyway, so on to more news. CM11, as most of you should know, that it has just released its snapshot for M7 snapshot to more than 50 devices, which brings a lot of performance changes, right, Az?
Yeah, because currently my Nexus 7 is rooted and I'm running the M7 snapshot right now.
So do you see any difference?
In my opinion, it does feel the same, but it does have more options for teams. But then again, I never use teams for the M6 snapshot anyways.
Interesting.
I wanted an Xperia team, but all they had was the Samsung team. I was like, yeah, I'll stick with the Samsung team.
Yeah, if you want to get a Samsung team, then you might as well buy a Tab series, right?
But I'll see what other teams I can find.
Okay. So on to the top stories for Android. Project Tango, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Project Tango, made by Google, of course. Who else could name such an interesting project name?
Project Ara.
Project Ara, yes. We'll talk about Project Ara later, as I have quite a lot of things to say. Do you know how long have we been podcasting?
It is now. Wait, hold on. It is now 3:36. I think we've been
36 minutes.
I think we've been doing it for about 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes. So we have about 10 minutes to wrap this up. So Project Ara might have to wait. Anywho, Project Tango, as I was saying, Project Tango, the Project Tango has just released not say just lah, but it just released a tablet, which is actually the first tablet. The first tablet to run NVIDIA Tegra Q1. which is a 64-bit. Also, the first tablet to run a 64-bit processor. Also, the first tablet to run the NVIDIA K1. Also, the first device to have a 4 GB of RAM. This device, this tablet, is indeed a lot of first, right, Az?
Yeah, yeah. Although if you do one, it's gonna set you back about $1,000.
It's $1,000. So if once it comes to my country, it's gonna be about sorry.
Okay, so $1 is about 3 ringgit. So I see, in retrospect.
Yeah,
so
it's
like,
gonna be. I mean, the
3K.
base. Sorry, Az.
It's gonna be 3K minus tax.
It's gonna be it's gonna be 3K minus tax, and we're not even including the taxes by our retail, additional tax by shipping, retail, and also basically all of the profit that they want to make. It's gonna be about 3.2K easily.
It's 3K in US right now if you were to sell.
If you were to buy from US, right?
Yeah, 3K.
Yeah, so I think you're better off just getting the NVIDIA Shield. And let's not forget, NVIDIA is releasing a new Shield, although we are not really familiar with the specs yet, but it's confirmed that they are indeed working for an NVIDIA Shield 2. But the Tegra 4 is still a really good processor. As you can see, when it's playing the Dead Trigger 2 on full graphics, you don't see any lag at all. Probably higher than probably about 60 FPS frame rate. You can play it beautifully, and also it acts like the Wii U remote, where you can actually go to anywhere which has a good Wi-Fi connection and play it on your NVIDIA Shield screen.
And not to mention, if you get the NVIDIA Shield, you get both. You can both run both Portal 2 and Half-Life 2.
Yes. So as I was saying, for example, if you're playing any game, Call of Duty Ghosts, you're playing on your computer and your computer overheated. So what you do? Or like you want to go downstairs and sit on your awesome couch. You take your NVIDIA Shield, you mirror it, you go all the way down, and you play it on your NVIDIA Shield, and the lag between the Wi-Fi is nearly non-existent. So it's a really good buy to buy it. It's not that expensive, if I'm not mistaken, right, Az?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not expensive.
It's not that expensive. It's not definitely not as expensive. Huh?
I could be wrong, but I believe it's $300 at most.
$300 at most. So yeah. Also, there's a few new news that Xperia T3 is gonna be made out of real steel.
Yeah, of course.
To be
Real steel, huh?
Yeah, not to be confused with the movie with Hugh Jackman, with real steel. I don't know how Xperia is gonna pull it off, because steel using real metal disturbs your call. When you call, it disturbs the call quality. So it'll be really interesting to see.
Interested in buying the NVIDIA Shield is now $199.
Thank you, Az. So how much? $199?
$199.
$199. So
which is about the Moto G price.
It's about a Moto G price. You can get Android running, an Android console-like gaming experience running on the Tegra 4 chipset, which is actually not that bad, even though it's indeed the Snapdragon 800 is indeed better than it. But it's not bad. It's really good. Definitely better than the Snapdragon 600. You can snag it for $199, which in where I'm living at, it's about 500 ringgit without tax. So also if you guys have been living in the dark areas,
the dark times,
Samsung has released his Tizen phone, which is going to be called the Samsung Z. It has the same specs as the Galaxy S5, full with its heartbeat sensor, fingerprint sensor, and all its bells and whistles, except it's running Tizen. I guess that Tizen is one of the side projects that Samsung was developing while it while it was using Android as their main OS.
Galaxy Gear was running Tizen also, right?
Yes, the latest Galaxy Gear. I mean,
Running Tizen.
it's not called Galaxy anymore. It's called Samsung Gear 2 because the Galaxy notes the Android.
Mm.
So as and also apparently there's gonna have the HTC M8 coming in plastic.
I believe they've announced it already.
They have announced it already. Indeed, Pocket Now just made the announcement. Sorry, they previously made an announcement, but we are just recapping here. According to HTC, it's going to be called the HTC One E8.
Yeah.
It's going to be plastic.
And I believe they're removing the 4 ultra pixel camera, right?
Yes, they are. They are releasing the 4 ultra pixel camera, and also they are replacing the duo camera with a 13 megapixel camera, which makes the same the same amount of megapixels as the HTC Desire 816. So this would be interesting.
By the way, it says that 2 are watching right now.
2 are watching. Now is 1. That's sad. They are also Google Now just released a bevy of updates. One of it actually allowing you to follow the updates for the World Cup. You should have received the updates already, and when you fire up Google Now, you should be having the option of choosing whether you want to receive updates on the World Cup. They're also allowing you. Google Now also received an update to prevent you from missing your train stop due to sleeping, which is going to be pretty interesting because I personally don't take trains. Do you take trains?
I think the last time I took a train was when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah, so people like us,
I take trains.
we don't really take trains, but it's interesting to see Google expanding the Google Now environment. Also, YouTube. This is actually old news lah, but so YouTube just released an update 5.7, which allows you to change your streaming quality from 144p to 720p. Note that some devices running on 1080p, which will allow it to go up to 1080p. For example, if you're having the S4, the Xperia Z, the Z2, the M8, the M7, will allow you to go up to 1080p. Any more to add before we go into much more interesting news?
I am still waiting for that supposedly YouTube update that's supposed to apply offline viewing. That's going to be one. I'm still waiting for that. It's still a rumor.
Yeah, you're right. We have a response from a viewer. Just taking a look at it.
Oh shit. Oh wait. Oh, and apparently KitKat now rises to second most popular Android version in North America.
Yes, I saw that, and I'm actually very proud that Google, from being one of the lower ranking of KitKat was actually previously one of the lower ranking, but Google has pushed OEMs to update their phones because, as you can see, the Note 2, the Galaxy Note 3 Neo is going to be updated to 4.4.2. So it's really interesting. As the first is still Jelly Bean, right?
I believe so. Should be Jelly Bean.
And the third is Gingerbread.
Yeah, for some weird reason.
Okay. Also, as I was saying,
it's actually like the updates from newest to lower. So like KitKat, JB, ICS, Gingerbread for you.
Oh, so ICS is third.
ICS is third, surprisingly.
Oh, I thought Gingerbread was third. Well, I guess time changes and it will be interesting. So there are more news on the metal version of the Galaxy series, which is the Galaxy F. Have you heard about the Galaxy F?
Yeah, actually I have the metal phone.
The metal phone. So according to AvLeaks, this device will feature a brushed metal finish similar to LG G3, and also Just looking at the images, I think it's going to be the same hardware as the S5, or basically it's an S5 with a metal body. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see people's response onto this because metal back. Az, do you have anything to say?
For the metal bag. I think it's a pretty good idea. I know I've dropped my phones a couple of times, so I really made something that's strongly enough to withstand the impact.
Yes.
I'm worried that it might, because being metal, it might sweep your hand a bit. So they use the smooth metal.
Yeah, you're right. So you're totally right. Az, how long are we into this podcast?
It is now 4:07.
Oh, we are 40 minutes.
So let's see. I think myself just say about the sales right now having on.
Wait, as we are about are we over half an hour?
It's over half an hour already.
Oh man. Anyhow, let's just continue for a few minutes as
So I talk about some sales having for right now. So right now you get the Nexus 7 2013 for $190.
yes, the Father's Day promotion, right?
The Moto X for $274.
Huh.
And the Galaxy S4 for $349. So if you are wanting to get a new product, might as well take a look.
Yes. We highly recommend to take a look at the devices now, as Father's Day has just passed.
No, it passed.
Has passed already, and there's going to be all kind of sales.
I have sales.
Also, an update on the Android 4.4.3. It seems that it has not come out for Google's for Moto G GPE yet. The others has of course received it, the other GPEs, and if you're frustrated that your device has not gotten 4.4.3, and in fact that you do have a GPE device, it's actually the OEMs are the one which control the updates to the GPE, not Google. So this hold up on the Android 4.4.3 update for the GPEs, which is basically Google Play Edition, is probably because of Motorola. Some kind of problems happening with Motorola, and they're trying to fix it up. So I mean, I am running a GPE, and it has not come yet.
But the GSM version has gotten it already, right?
Yeah, the GSM version, the Indian version, the dual SIM one has got it. So it's pretty sad. So, has anything to add before we stop?
Yeah, Samsung's folding tablet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's rumors it's going to come out in 2015, early 2015.
Early 2015. Wow. But those are just rumors, right?
So,
Okay, so I hope.
Maybe something like a box, you just open up like that. If I'm not mistaken. From the photos.
That'd be pretty interesting.
So like you can turn it into a phone and a tablet, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. Also, Google has just released, not just released, one of the updates that are going to come for Google now is going to be Google Nearby, which will allow you to tell whether you're close to other devices, and it's going to expand the functionality of Google Now. For example, if you have a Nexus 5 and you try to type the business on your phone, you will find businesses around it, but Google Nearby supposedly is going to enhance that feature in interesting ways. Do you have any takes on this rumor?
For the Google Nearby, it's pretty okay thing, but I don't see like I think I'll be using it anytime soon.
Yeah, but I was just reading Android Authority's website. Let me just quote from them. Google Nearby lets you connect, share, and do more with people, places, and things nearby you. When Nearby is on, it will periodically turn on your mic, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi and similar features to enhance the services that it provides. I think this will have some people a bit nervous because
Yeah.
they will accuse Google sending information to NSA. You know, and with all iPhones, when iPhone 5s fingerprint sensor just came out, they all were complaining that Apple actually sends their fingerprints information to NSA, which got Apple a bit of heat. So, as you think this is going to be a problem to Google users, or will we just jump on on the bandwagon and be like,
Just forget
well,
about it.
it's by Google.
I probably think we'll probably be a bit mad about it for a while. Then after that, we'll just forget about it.
Yeah, like how we forgot about it with the iPhone 5s. I guess that's how we are. We just make fuss for a while and we just like YOLO.
I'm on Twitter right now. Tim says I fell asleep again. I'm like getting 15 hours of sleep a day. I'm wasting my life.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Tim, that's very sad. You getting 15 hours of sleep a day.
So
Again, baby, I was woken up at 7 in the morning just to get my grandma's TV working.
I know how you feel, yo. Know how you feel. I think that's it for today. I'm checking out the channels, the websites. They
So I think we'll just end it here.
we'll just end it here. But stay tuned. E3 is still on.
E3.
Google's I/O is still come out. I mean, it's going to come on. I mean, even though, as I said earlier, even though E3 is on, the mobile world is not going to stop. It's going to still churn out interesting stuff. And yeah. Any questions before I end? Any questions? As if you could just check the questions.
Let me check the YouTube thing first.
So there are leaks on the Galaxy S5 Mini and images released in HD. So we won't get any of those potato shots with the anymore. We got
You got like
G5
Mul.
Hmm?
You got like 10 comments for Mul.
what did he say?
I've heard facts like a bad phone.
Like a bad phone.
Yeah, like a bad
Hmm.
phone. Oh my guy. Swear to God.
Also, the pad phone. I mean, for people here, the pad phone has been released here for a while, and Pocket Now just released a review. So go on to Pocket Now and see. He made it pretty interesting. So I guess there goes the review, the podcast for today. This is Taisika. That is Azne, and stay tuned for tomorrow where we'll be doing the same thing at this time. As you are free this time, as
I should be tomorrow.
you should be tomorrow. Okay, so stay tuned next time. If you have anything to ask, we'll be having a Q&A session. Hopefully, actually tomorrow we have a Q&A session. That'll be great, lah. As how about that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay with that. So having a Q&A session, we'll try to find some questions that quite a lot of people are wondering. Probably with mid-tier phones, and maybe we can do a MediaTek versus Snapdragon. We'll see how it goes tomorrow.
You got a MediaTek phone right here.
Yeah, and I have a Snapdragon phone right here. So,
Okay.
okay, that ends our podcast. I'm Taisika. He's Az, and signing off.
Goodbye.